a lot of what conservatives do, and we should, is selling conservatism to try to take people who are kind of on the fence, in the mushy middle, whatever, and try to say, hey, conservatism's better, voting Republican is better, so go do that. We may even snare an occasional liberal who wearies of the craziness of the Democrat Party these days. Dennis's approach is say, look, I'm just going to hit you with some facts. I'm just going to hit you with some things that truly are basic common sense. And if you believe these things, it's not like whether there should be more or less taxes, stronger or weaker borders, abortion rights or no abortion rights. Those are things that happen along the ideological spectrum. These are things like, how many genders are there? Has higher education been shot to hell? Various things that are simple yes or no answers that people of a wide variety of political proclivities will answer in the same way. And that's why, by the way, why I believe things do skew very well for Republicans in 24. I'm old enough to have the following memory. Get ready. 1968, I guess, and 1972. Nixon, and of course, there's a loaded topic, Richard Nixon, who I think was one of our most brilliant presidents and a deeply flawed man in a number of ways, as history has told. The secret of his huge victory, in 1968, all the Vietnam protests were at their peak. Democrats were beating each other over the head at their convention in Chicago, and we get to see a Democrat Chicago convention next year. 60-second timeout. It's not a meme. It was a picture. There were Barack and Michelle Obama standing at like a mile away from downtown Chicago. A beautiful shot across Lake Michigan. And it was like, we're proud, we're very pleased and proud to welcome the Democrats back to Chicago 2024. And somebody posted in a response, yeah, that ought to be a safe distance. Because they were clearly about 3-4 miles from downtown. But in 1968, American, Vietnam and everything else turmoil was at its peak, and Nixon won. How? How'd that happen? In 1972, it's not like we were done in Vietnam. 1972, he wins in a landslide. How did that happen? It was with a type of appeal that Republicans can offer today. That the world is crazy, the country is crazy, the Democrats are crazy, and we're not. Get it? World's crazy. We can fix that. Country's going crazy. Democrats are way crazy, and we're not. It's an approach that essentially says, you may not agree with us about everything, but those people are insane. And I think that is something that any Republican nominee is going to be able to use. Is it a guarantee of victory? Nope, because you got to run a good campaign. Your positives have to outweigh your negatives, which gets us to the Trump quandary, I guess you could call it. If I knew, none of us has a crystal ball. Let's say I knew. All right, this will intrigue many of you because I get hit a lot for being kind of a stealth DeSantis, like I've made my choice, I'm just not telling you. Believe you me, when I do, I will. If I have, I would say. I've made clear that I believe that the DeSantis appeal, the prospect of having Trump-style policies with a kind of an internal discipline with fewer unforced errors and not as much drama and some of the stuff we had to get through in the era of Trump, albeit with great results, that's pretty appealing. But let's set this up. If I knew Trump would win, say you can have either Trump or DeSantis, and either one of them will win. Either one of them will win. You know what? I got to think about this one. I think I have. I would take Trump because he is a proven quantity. And as I did during his first term, there'd be the occasional days of ridiculousness. The occasional days where people would call me and go, yeah, Mark, how can you support him now? It's like, policies, hello, because that's what's always mattered. Yeah, but he said something crazy about the size of his inauguration crowd, or he said something mean to somebody. The other day, he was flat out mean to Kayleigh McEnany. That's just a dumb thing to do. But is he singularly a guy who can step in and make the country better? Yep. Do I know it? Yep. Would I take it again? Yep. Well, Mark, then why aren't you all, full, MAGA Inc. right now? Because I don't know that he can win. There's some people who are saying he cannot. That's not me. Absolutely not me. I wouldn't say that at all. We may get a barometer. The first, by the time we're in February, we will have had a few, some caucuses, some primaries. The DeSantis thing, it better be on fire by then, because if it's not, it ain't going to take flight in March. He's either going to be out of the box as a direct, plausible rival to Trump, or he's not.